At ease, gentlemen. Now some of you fellers may be wondering why you are out here on the plains, on the range with an infantry first sergeant. Well, as you cavalry boys might know, you fellers just got issued them new Merrill Carbines. And your first sergeant was telling me that you boys couldn't hit anything with them. Well, he blamed the carbine and I kind of blame the shooters. I will take one of these Merrill Carbines and proceed to try to be able to hit a man-sized target out past 200 yards. Let us begin. That gentleman is a hit. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the 11 Bang Bang channel. I'm your host Ethan Woods, the Yankee as it were. Oh can't wait till my Confederate uniform gets here. But anyhow, we are reviewing a Yankee rifle, if you would, today, and it's come to be one of my favorite little shooters here, and that is this little Merrill Carbine, or Carbine, or however you want to pronounce it. This is such a fun little gun. I've been shooting it a little bit here, still got a cap on it. So let me go ahead and kind of show you guys how this thing works. So first off, I pull it to half cock, and there are these two little nubbies up here that you grab a hold of, and you pull back, and that opens up your breech. Now let you guys take a look there at what this kind of looks like. And as you can tell, there's our breech, there's a plunger in there. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take ourselves a paper cartridge and put it in this gun with the breech facing up. Now why do I say the breech facing up? Well, because you usually think gravity is your friend until you point this thing downwards and it smashes your finger while you're trying to load it. So this gun also has seen some wear and tear because the little locking mechanism up here kind of is bent. So you kind of have to twist it around to get it to the right spot and let her go from there. But yeah, it's a nifty little rifle. I love this thing. So let's go ahead and let's load her up right quick and take a shot with it. So to load our carbine, what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves a cartridge here, and what I got here is a homemade linen cartridge. Go ahead and pull it to half cock, open the breech. Like I said, you want to go muzzle facing up on this one. Drop in your cartridge. There you go. Cartridge set in there. You should just kind of close it up. Retrieve yourself a cap, as such here. Place it on the nipple, and you'll notice I got some of the fuzzies off of my cap patch there. And we will give fire here. Oh, fun little rifle, guys. Dandy little rifle. Oh, I can just get it open again. And by the way, if you forget to take your cap off, this will knock the cap off for you. And not only were these Union rifles, or carbines I should say, these were also used by the Confederacy when Thomas Jackson raided the B&O Railroad and came across quite a few of these little puppies right here. Only problem was they didn't have any ammunition for them. So the Confederates went about reverse engineering the Union bullet, but they didn't put 40 grains of powder behind it like the Union did. They only did 30, and I think part of that had to do with a little bit of issues with powder supply. So I'm going to load a Confederate cartridge here into the gun. We'll plunge it. Get her closed, locked up good and tight. Retrieve a cap, and let's try to smack one of these blue Yankee targets with this Yankee rifle, the carbine. Only 30 grains this time. So here, we're having some accuracy issues with this gun today, and I think it has to do with the fact of the kinds of bullets we're shooting. You see, believe it or not, there's not very many companies out there. I tried and I just can't get Hornady to go and make me a Merrill bullet. And the difference is part of the reason why these are harder to load is we're using Burnside bullets. And they're very close and they will work, but they just don't seem to be as accurate. And here is another Confederate cartridge. Now this one, the other difference between the Burnside and the Merrill bullets is the Merrill bullets are healed, so that paper wraps around it and has the same overall dimensions as the bullet itself. Problem being is the burn sight does not. So what we have here is basically like a modern cartridge, like a 44 Magnum or a 45 ACP or a 9mm, where the bullet is sitting inside of the casing. Casing here being paper. All right, little Confederate cartridge. Let's try a really close range target here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this little carbine was not meant for the infantry, but I am an infantryman, hence the name 11 Bang Bang. But this was meant to be shot off a horseback. Problem is, I ain't got a horse out here with me. A horsey, yeah! Our cap's stuck on. Oh boy, here we go! Yes, sir! Yeehaw! So, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting pretty dark out here, but there's one more thing I figured I ought to try to show you. And that is the fact of, for those of you who own Merrills and do not have the capability or the idea of loading with paper cartridges, you just don't want to do it. It's kind of a hassle. I understand. You can just load these like a breech loader kind of, but with muzzle loader. It's kind of weird. So just take your bullet without a paper cartridge, seat it in there, go ahead and drive it up into the chamber. It should stay. Did stay. Then we take our pre-measured 40 grains of black powder, pour that into the chamber, and then give it a good shake down, kind of tap it on down there, cap it, and in theory, well, not in theory, this should work because this is how the Confederates ran these guns. Take it, shoulder it, fire it, and it works. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all I got for you today, other than what do I got to say about the Merrill Carbine? She's a dandy little rifle, and I'm sure with the right bullets, if anybody knows where we can find a Merrill bullet mold or bullets, I'd be eternally grateful. But yeah, so as always, thank you for watching. Trust in God, and keep your powder dry. Bye.